Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday from Mary's Little House. Right now, the St. Louis, Missouri, the streets downtown are having a victory parade for the St. Louis Cardinals, who came back to win the World Series in a marvelous way. So we're all very happy here in St. Louis, Missouri, with our home team, the St. Louis Cardinals, winning the series. And they were very unlikely in August. People gave up on them, but they came back no matter what people were saying, to win the series, World Series. And they're having the parade right now, the victory parade. So glad you're with me. Before I get to into the subject of our of All is Grace number 3, I just want to mention a grace that I received, just marvelous grace. And everything that happens to us, remember, that's the theme of this whole series, is from God. The good is from God, willed by God, and the evil that God permits is not willed by God. He can't will evil. He can do all things, but he can't will evil. He's all good, all perfect. But he could let that evil happen to us to bring a greater good out of it. And we could get into that later. But anyway, last Friday, October 28th, was the feast of Saint Simon and Saint Jude. Saint Simon and Jude apostles. Well, St. Jude it's been in my life, but it hasn't, I've just been in the back burner. But one of the first first-class relics I ever got was an apostle, and it was St. Jude. It was a marvelous the way I got it, but I can't spend the time here to tell you. But this is the relic here, St. Jude the apostle. And he and Saint Simon died in Persia, we think, martyrs in witnessing to the gospel, to witnessing to Jesus Christ as his apostles. Simon and Jude, 2 of the chosen 12. He also has a epistle, a little tiny epistle in the New Testament, the epistle of St. Jude. Well, just yesterday, after his feast day, I get this list accompanied with the food that this one family is sending me. Oh, good stuff! Spanish bread, chicken soup, jasmine rice with veggies and turkey sausage. I mean, very healthy stuff, very tasty stuff. Anyway, I'm a terrible cook, and especially 2 families are sending me things to put in the microwave. I do the microwave pretty well. I'm almost can find it without looking the dials. But anyway, that's all I could do in cooking. The last time I boiled an egg, and the first and last time I boiled an egg, I ruined the pan. The egg was boiling, and I answered the door. I had this awful smell in the house. The aluminum pan shriveled up, and the egg inside became dust. It smelled like sulfur or something in the house. Anyway, I can't boil an egg, and I'm Exhibit A on that proverbial saying I can't boil an egg. But anyway, I got this list, and on the top of the list it says, "Mercy, peace, and love be yours in abundance." Jude 1, verse 2. Jude chapter 1, verse 2. Now, I never get a quote from Jude. And here, the day after, I get this quote from Jude, from the Epistle of Jude in the New Testament. I couldn't believe that. There was other things, too, because Jude was helping me. I forget all the stuff I was going through on his feast day, but I promised him I'm going to get his relic out, one of the first relics that I ever got. Now this is a relic, and we have over 100 relics, and maybe even more. We count third class and second class, but of the saints, the ministry is only taking care of them, venerating them for the church. All the relics in the world are the churches of the saints and blesseds and venerables. All of them are the churches. We're just stewards and to bring them out for veneration and to protect them and keep them and care for them. But anyway, this is the relic of St. Jude. And anyway, so then when we got into the religious article part of our ministry, people send us religious articles, grandma dies or something, or and they send all those religious articles they don't know what to do with. They know they can't sell them because they can't sell religious articles, blessed articles. And even the thrift stores give us things that they don't want to touch because it's holy, it's blessed. So we get these, we clean them up, we restore them, and we give them out. I noticed, though, in doing this, all the statues of St. Jude, apostle. I said, boy, does he have a big following around here. It just was a revelation. And this came from the National Shrine of St. Jude, run by the Coloration missionaries in Chicago, Illinois. And I know the missionary oblates have a National Shrine of St. Jude in New Orleans, Louisiana. And I think there's other shrines of St. Jude. So Jude is very called upon, the saint for impossible cases. Remember Danny Thomas, the classic story of St. Jude's intercession. When Danny was down, Danny Thomas, the great comedian and singer and all, entertainer, he went in church and he prayed to St. Jude and says, promised St. Jude if he helps him in his career and his finances and all the stuff he was going through, he would do something great for God. And he went right up to the top, and St. Jude's Children's Hospital was the fulfillment of his promise to St. Jude. So St. Jude is very special, and I just wanted to mention him because there was too many things happening to pass it up, to pass this grace that I want to share with you. Now, let us get back to all His grace, number 3. Oh, you know what? I've always wondered about myself. I say, I have sometimes when I'm ministering to people, I love people, and there's a tenderness there, I'm a man, tenderness, and gentleness. Well, I always loved you when Jesus said, learn of me, for I am humble and gentle of heart. Then I heard that say, there is nothing more strong than gentleness, nothing more gentle than true strength. And it made sense to me. And then I saw Jesus say, when he was lamenting over Jerusalem, see, they weren't responding to him, and he said, oh, I would have you like a mother hen under my wings. Well, that's a very feminine, tender thing to say. And then today at Mass, I heard, and let me get the lectionary right over here. Peanut's on my lap here, and we've got ready to fall off. And he's here for his afternoon Sunday nap. I really help people go to sleep, and so he's very aided by my what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people falling asleep. Excuse me. The second reading from the first letter of Paul to the Thessalonians. Listen to this. Now remember, this is Paul. He's a strong, fiery preacher of the gospel throughout the whole known world, the nations, the Gentiles, the non-Jews. Here, look what he says to the Thessalonians, who he loved very much. Obviously, had a real sense of because they responded to his teaching. Here's what he said. While we were among you, we were as gentle as any nursing mother fondling her little ones. Oh boy, does that give me a Magna Carta, a green light to really feel for the people that I serve and care for. And you mothers, I always think of that. I said, I know we come from a mother and a father, so we have both of those elements of strength and protection and all, the father, and of nurturing and all that. And it's so beautiful to see you mothers. You are so, show that so much. And Jesus saw that, the mother hen, Jesus, and St. Paul saw it too, as gentle as any nursing mother fondling her little ones. So you're such a good example of love, of unconditional love, of tender love, of really caring and nurturing. So I wasn't feeling so bad. Nothing wasn't wrong with me when I hear Jesus to say that, like a mother hen, or like Paul say, as gentle as any nursing mother. So I just what and the point is what I'm going to make it for the YouTube thing, that in our daily lives there is um, a response to others, and it could be an element of, if God gives us that, and not to be afraid of it, of tenderness and love and nurturing for those we serve. God bless you now. Glad to be with you. See you next YouTube.